Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Louis and Gabriel, and we have decided to do our term paper on video editing. So, the first part that we're going to be looking at is our introduction. Basically, this explains why we decided to take this subject and what our goal was with our project.
So we decided to present 3 different applications / softwares for this experiment: OpenShot, WeVideo.com, and Lightworks.
Now, what was our goal? Well, we wanted to see which one was the best app and which one basically produced the greatest, had the best outcome, which one made the best video. How we went about this was that we developed a grid, criteria with different criteria, and because we thought some of these criteria were worth more than others, they had different weights. So this is where you can see in the possible points section, it shows you sort of the amount of points that you could have had in that section, or 100% for that section. And then on the right side you have the points given, which is the amount of points we decided to give.
So the 6 criteria we decided to evaluate were, as you can see, attractiveness, user-friendliness, reliability, the options offered, the editing capabilities, and overall impression.
Below the grid you can see there's a little star, and here it says some of the apps tested have to be downloaded. Now, we know that when you download stuff it can have a different speed or quality, and we decided not to test this because it doesn't really have anything to do with the quality of the app, and it can be affected by the internet connection. So we won't be looking at that. Now, in the app section here, what we discuss is the sort of criteria and why and what they are, how we're going to be evaluating it.
So for the attractiveness, how good does the app look? When you open the app, first impression, are you attracted into using the app? Are you interested in knowing what the app can offer? User friendliness, is it easy to use? And then something we've concentrated on this year is something that is mom-proof or grandma-proof. So could my mom use this app? Reliability, does it crash? Is it slow? Are the developers honest when saying that it works well and it's efficient? Options offered, does it provide the user with tools and ideas? Editing capabilities, so can you play around and move and do whatever you want with your with the media you import into your video? And the overall impression, and so how it feels when you're working with the app.
Now, based on these criteria, in our introduction we made a hypothesis that OpenShot will be the best app, and basically we based it on the fact that it's a very good looking interface. Obviously it was in our introduction, so we didn't really know which one would be the best. It's just what we decided to base it on, really because of the attractiveness. So this is where you see the attractiveness points coming in. That's really where it plays a key role, because that's what's going to get people to want to use the app. So let's move on forward. Our first app is OpenShot, the one I had just talked about. As you can see here in the screenshot, it's pretty good looking. It looks like something that my mom could use. And so we'll keep going down. In the sort of OpenShot explanation here, what we describe is where it comes from. So it was created in 2008 by Jonathan Thomas with the goal of providing people with a stable, free, and friendly editor.
So then we give the basic requirements for the computer to be able to run the software. And as you can see right here, it says that in 2013 it was criticized for being unreliable. So during testing, when we used the app, we were actually able to see a little bit of what those critiques were about, because it was slow at times, and we were scared that it was going to shut down because it was telling us that the app wasn't responding anymore.
Here we can see that it received a total score of 65, and if you look at the fact that we weren't too harsh when evaluating, a grade like 65 is absolutely terrible. So we don't feel too strongly about this app.
So now we're going to go ahead and show you the video we were able to create. Basically, what we were trying to attain was the fact that we're trying to make a video that could be shown before a professional basketball team's games. And something you can notice with OpenShot is it's very hard to make things go well with one another, because it seems like it's the transitions are very, very clunky, and they're hard to make. It's hard to make the video run very smoothly. So put it full screen. I'll play it for you guys. It's gonna be up here.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again. Yeah, I learned the game from William Weston. You can never check it. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message. Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Ooh, very important and very pretentious. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles for Charlemagne. You gon' make me go out of my fucking way. I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? I drove here in the rain playing ARF. I'm not sure what it was that really made y'all.
Alright, we're gonna stop it there. So obviously you can see from that it is a very clunky sort of software, and it cuts out, especially for the sound quality. It's just not the greatest. So now we're gonna go back to the term paper. The next app is Lightworks, and it was initially released quite a while ago, 28 years ago in 1989. It's created by EditShare LLC. However, this is a software that's been updated constantly, and the newest update was in April of this year.
I think the most striking positive about this app is the different versions that you can use after having downloaded it. First of all, there's the easy mode, which is at the top right here. I tried all 4 of them, and by far my favorite was full feature. I'll give you a brief description of all of them though. Easy mode was, as it says, very easy, very straightforward. It gives you a way of creating a very simple video using a 5-step method. But you don't have much editing which you can do to your video. Instant Cutter, as it says here, mostly made for short clips. So basically this would be used for using your own videos and trying to make us just sort of a short movie or something of the sort. Action Cam tool, as the name says once more. It's built upon the needs of people wanting to create a video using clips from an action camera. So let's say you're trying to make a montage of you surfing with a GoPro. This would be the perfect one for you. And full feature really puts it all together, so it's a mix of pictures, videos, you can add subtitles, sound clips, and they're all very easily maneuverable, so you can really pretty much do whatever you want with it. And it's, even though it gives you all these options, it's still quite easy to use.
So Lightworks was pretty good, and it got an overall score of 90, which is quite excellent. Now we're gonna go look at the actual site,
The video?
the app. Yeah, let's look at the video we produced.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again. Yeah, I learned the game from William Weston. You can never check it. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message. Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Ooh, very important and very pretentious. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles for Charlemagne.
Alright, so we'll cut it there. Obviously from that short clip you can see that there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can put in titles and headlines like that, and the music quality was very good. There were no cuts or anything, it was just smooth.
One thing that made it extremely user-friendly was the use of all these different lines here. So lines for video, a secondary video that you can overlap with the first one, then text, then music, and then an overlap of the music. So that really made it simple to really know where all the media you were putting was going.
Now back here, the last one was WeVideo, which was created in April 2011. This one was a little bit more basic than Lightworks. However, it still allowed us to create a very adequate video that would be good anywhere else. However, it didn't have the same wow factor, so it got a score of 80.
And something that's very different about this one is it's not a downloadable software. So it's something you search on the internet, and it's actually something, a site where you create an account and then get to use it from the internet. So that might be a pro and a con, because for some of these softwares you can use them without the use of the internet, whereas with WeVideo.com, well, you need the use of some kind of data to be able to make that work. So
here's our video made with this one.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again. Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check me. Back to back with the niggas that didn't get the message. Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Ooh, very important and very pretentious. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy.
Alright, so from this one we can see once again that it's a pretty good site. However, the quality of the video was maybe a little less professional looking as Lightworks. Now we're going to go back to the term paper. In the comparison, we discuss simply the grades we gave them and why, and sort of how all these apps went up against each other. And at the end, in the conclusion, we come to terms that the best was Lightworks. As you can see, it got the best grade, and it just left a more lasting impression on us, and we just thought that it was the best site or app because of how professional it looked and how great the outcome was.
So here we have our bibliography. It contains all the videos we used and the pictures we used from the internet. And thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Bye bye.